Hello there. Welcome to another one of my videos. In this one, I would just like to talk about the imbalance that Watchtower has going on right now. And what am I talking about? Just how they only want the positive and the good facts about them to be known and none of the bad. And just that is so unfair, stupid. Like, I think in my head just right away, like, how silly that whole thing is. Like, how do you expect to not really ruin things by trying to hide everything bad about your organization? And even going so far as to, you're kind of like, I kind of think, they're like this, like a sore loser that just, and like oversensitive, or like they can't take like anything negative. Like, no, there's no way, they're lying, it's not true, they're lying. Like it especially, I think, when it comes to something like religion, I'm sorry, it works both ways. You gotta know both sides to the story, all the facts. Because Watchtower hates anything negative about them. Like when it comes to any kind of opposer, apostates, even news reporters and journalists, if they have anything negative to say about them, they want to silence them. Anyone who puts them in a bad light. Watchtower is known to be very dismissive. And when it comes to people that try to point out any faults or negative traits in their Watchtower's major deniers, they'd rather just say these people are all liars and deny them, and they'd rather essentially, like apostates, like wish them dead than to actually admit their own wrongs and faults. And for them to feel that way, Watchtower, it's not a good mindset to have. A few great examples of how they try to make themselves look so good and hide the bad is, I would say, the New World Translation Bible, because they've changed words, deleted verses so that it fits their beliefs, and I kind of kick myself, because that should have been a major red flag right from the start for me. Like, honestly, and I'm thinking, like, for a lot of people to if a religion has to come out with their own Bible translation just so it fits their doctrines and beliefs, like, that should be a major indicator that they are not being truthful. And then I learned later on too that a lot of their magazines and books are definitely written very carefully to make sure that their doctrine is encouraged and supported. And they'll even go as far to misquote like scientists and doctors and really twist around the facts, you know, and that makes all their literature untruthful garbage. And I can't believe I read it for so many years thinking it was so great. I enjoyed the Watchtower. No, the Awake more than the Watchtower, sorry. And the other example I thought of is their website. You know, you go to their news section, you'll never see anything that's reporting negatively about them. Oh, they'll make sure none of that gets posted. And even like all these questions, like I'm thinking of like, do we shun people? At first they say no, but then as you read down their answer, like it's really yes we do. Like they can't even give you a straight answer. And you know, like it applies to so many things in life. Like you need to know the good side and the bad side to be properly informed. It helps us make our good decisions and to stay safe. So Watchtower is a dangerous religion because they don't want you to know about their bad side, like hiding pedophiles, what their real history is. You know, like not knowing the aspects of something, or like the potential side effects. A medication is a good example that can be very, very dangerous and potentially harmful. And for some people, like mixing medications, or depending on how their body might react to just like nobody would just take a medication without wanting to know what any potential side effects could be. Like, you know, you need to know the pros and cons, medications, the side effects, major decisions like, you know, what school you want to go to, like the cost, where is it, like how do they, cars, the history. And you know, just Watchtower is, I think it's very shameful of Watchtower that they're trying to keep the outside world only seeing their good side. And you know, like they keep their members, oh boy, do they keep their members mentally caged. You know, just tell them, you know, don't listen to anything on the world. It's all lies, it's all fake news. They just don't like us. You know, that persecution complex, us versus them. Like everyone in the world hates them and is out to persecute them. Like, yeah. I just think, man, like Watchtower, like, man, like you might as well buy an island and take all the members there and live there, because you teach such distrust of anybody who's outside your religion. And you know, it's very deceptive and dishonest to hide stuff like that. Because, you know, yeah, they lure people in with promises of, you know, eternal life and a paradise earth, and no more sickness, no more death. And then they trap, you know, and then, like, if some study, and then once they're baptized, you know, you're trapped and locked in. And I think the truly sad part is a lot don't realize that they're trapped, like they're trapped in the kind of toxic environment. I think it's like almost like being slowly mentally poisoned. You don't realize the toxic environment you're entering until it's too late. And I know I can also say that like too late because it's very difficult to leave a religion like the Jehovah's Witnesses in a graceful and like respectful manner. But you know what? Thankfully, nowadays and in more recent years, there's been a lot more former members and even people who have never been Jehovah's Witnesses speaking out, like lots of news articles and news segments on the news and in newspapers all around the world exposing Watchtower for what they really are, their bad practices and what they try to hide. And you know, I think it's all awesome. I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody that's exposing Watchtower for what they really are. Lying, deceptive, false prophets. You know, I say it's awesome, like, not in the sense of ripping that religion apart, like, not in that kind of pessimistic sense, but I mean it more in the sense it's awesome because because we're all, you know, I'm an honest person. I'm about telling the truth, being real. And that's one reason I put my voice on here, so I just really want to expose Watchtower for what they really are. And give and just help put out the real info and the real hard facts about that religion, because all this stuff, you'll never find it on their website, you'll never hear it from one of them or in its literature, and people need to know. So it fills my heart with a passion to come out and tell you guys the truth about Watchtower. That's my aim. Yeah, I thank you guys for watching my video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I hope you guys all have a good day. Thanks. Bye.